Hello guys, it's me Jay, and today we're going to be taking a look at Lego Transformers Nightshadow. Now Nightshadow is Rascal's twin sister, and just like Rascal, she transforms into a car and a jet. Although those two are slightly different in terms of mold and definitely different in the color scheme, they are both very identical. So, before we get into comparisons between Rascal and Nightshadow, let's get into the individual vehicle modes first. Starting off with the jet portion of Nightshadow, it is exactly the same as Rascal's, except there is a simplified tail fin rather than Rascal's two wing spikes on, the wing spikes that he has. Other than that, the main difference is in the color scheme. The color scheme works, in my opinion. She has that bumblebee color scheme going on with mostly being black and yellow, like the song. And I think it works. It's mostly black and yellow with some hints of with this portion being white and just these two being silver. But other than that, the color scheme is cohesive and it really works for this character being a female character, especially when you bring in the car portion later on. Now for a quick size comparison, here we have Nightshadow's jet with a minifigure, Aquadrill, and Raptor-X. And we can see that it is almost, if not slightly shorter than Aquadrill, and definitely gets dwarfed by Raptor-X. So let's get into the car mode now. Nightshadow's car mode, at least the car portion, is, well, it is pink with some hints of white and silver, along with black. And I think it really works. The fact that the windscreen is white really gives a sense of identity to this car, especially given the fact that it is already mostly pink, which is a color I don't have, and I think the white just gels in with it quite nicely. And it is exactly the same mold except with the tiles up here. Except instead of the exposed grill and instead of the grill and exposed stud on Rascal, you have these studded pink studs, pink tiles. And I think the pink tiles work, and the color scheme really works for this character, at least for its car mode. Doing another quick size comparison, we can see that Nightshadow is again shorter than a minifigure. It is almost the same height, again, if not slightly shorter than Aquadrill, and it is again dwarfed by Raptor-X in Dino mode. And as for one final comparison, here we have Nightshadow in the front and her brother Rascal in the back. So you can really see how similar they are in terms of vehicle mode. Well, that's all for the vehicle modes. So let's get into transformation. And here we have Nightshadow in her robot mode. And here's Nightshadow in her robot mode. Now, if the posability for this robot mode is exactly the same as Rascal's. So instead of going through it all over again, I'll be linking the original video down in the description below so that you can check it out for yourself. But let's talk about the robot mode aesthetics. Again, the robot mode for Nightshadow is exactly the same as Rascal's, But the slight differences really show that it is a different character, especially the chest area. It gives a vibe that it is a different character, a female character nonetheless, which is the look I tried to achieve. And overall, I think she looks great. Even the back is exactly the same as Rascal with the entire jet portion, well, basically hanging off the back. But other than that, she's almost exactly the same as Rascal, minus the tiling in the front and the jet portion in the back. So let's get into some final size comparisons before we compare Rascal and his sister. If you're hearing any weird noises in the background, I deeply apologize. There is a monkey on the roof. Anyways, a quick size comparison. Here we have Nightshadow with a minifigure, Aquadrill, and Raptor in his robot mode. She roughly stands, well, she's actually taller than Aquadrill, but just stands like a head shorter than Raptor. Finally, we have Nightshadow next to her brother Rascal, and you can again see that they are similar, and yet there are also slight differences between the two. Now, a neat thing that these two guys can do is just like the original flywheels and battle trap, or Skytrap and battle trap, whatever his name is supposed to be, the one with the tank and the jet. Anyway, just like those two, these two can swap. Well, these two can swap their vehicles, and what I mean is they can do this. Yes, by swapping the tops, you can have Roscoe sporting the pink car as his torso, with Nightshadow having Roscoe's car as her torso. It is weird and it is a fun little thing. I absolutely love the fact that I was able to get that in, just for the laughs. In conclusion, Nightshadow is one great robot, and she being the sister of Rascal really adds a bit more specialty to this character, since now our little boy has a sister. And once again, I will get into that video on how to make Rascal, but you'll have to wait for some time. I'm sorry, I deeply apologize, but there's just so many Transformers I want to get through first. I'll get into that video probably in a month or so. But until then, you can check out the LEGO Transformers playlist on my channel, which will be linked in the description below, so that you never miss out on any LEGO Transformers that I make, or you can just check them all out at once. And I guess that's it. So if you enjoyed the video so far, hit like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. If you have any opinions about this gal, you can leave it down in the comment section below. And I will see you all next time. As always, this is Jay saying have a great day, and I'll see you next time.